Tube. It's Thursday the 6th of May and I'm really sorry I'm a week late with my video. Sorry. I've just been, the energy levels haven't been there, I'm afraid, and for any of those of you watching who do Floss Tube videos, you know about the effort it takes to prepare for it, tidying up afterwards, the editing. Yeah, and I just haven't been feeling it, but it's been on my mind every single day thinking about you all. And then I had a very sweet message from my friend Lorna, Ladybird Stitcher, this morning, just checking on me. But I am okay, Lorna, thank you so much, just a bit exhausted. But yeah, me and Mum have been busy working on the garden, or well, I say me and Mum. Mum's been busy working on the garden, and I've been trying to be out there, you know, just supporting her and trying to do a little bit, and I have managed to do a little bit, but then I get ordered inside because she can see just what it takes out of me. But anyway, let's talk about stitching because that's what we're here for, isn't it? Have a finish, yes. Have a start, another one. But there hasn't been as much stitching going on as I would have liked because like I said, just my energy levels, all I've done some days is just sat in my chair and played Skyrim. Actually, I've been back into Skyrim recently on my Xbox and also on my Switch. I've got 2 games going. Play on my Xbox while I'm sat out, and then my Switch in bed. But yeah, so there hasn't been as much stitching as I would have liked, but I'm trying. So shall we start with the finish? And my finish is the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Hello Petal, and I thoroughly enjoyed every single stitch of this. I think when you last saw it, I haven't got a before picture, but I think I was about 2/3 of the way through it, but it didn't take me very long to finish it off. And I really, really, really enjoyed this. Excuse all my scruffy ends. My sewing machine's on top of a wardrobe and I just can't be bothered. So please excuse the scruffy end. But yeah, but no, I really enjoyed this. I was a bit worried about the rabbit, the colour, but it actually, the fabric is darker than it's showing on the camera, so you'll just have to trust me when I say it does show up absolutely fine. But yeah, that was so sweet. I just really, really enjoyed that. So that's my finish. I do have Hello Pumpkin and Hello Deer all kitted up, fabric sorted, ready to go. And I've signed up to the Hello Sunshine stitch along as oh, what have I forgotten to tell you? It's stitched on 28 count Brittany Opalescent Mary's Garden by Jodrey Designs. Yeah. I always forget, don't I? You know, 7 years on Floss Tube and I still can't remember. But that will be improving and we'll come to a reason why a bit later on. But yeah, no, that fabric is darker. It is a darker pink than it's showing up. But yeah, so that was a finish. Right, next on the list is Fairy Tale Village by Abris Arts. I'll put a picture in of where I was before. And here I am now. I'd worked mainly like filling in background work and then doing some outlining as well, some back stitching. But I love it, it's so pretty. I used this again for the 24 hours of cross stitch marathon the weekend before last, but it was a big fat fail. I think I got to about hour 8 or 9 and then I got a migraine that lasted for 3 days. So, and I just can't stitch when I have a migraine. I can't, my eyes trying to focus on you know, on the fabric, it just doesn't work. But yeah, this is stitched on 18 count white Aida using the floss that came in the kit. The kit actually came with 14 count Aida, but I decided to swap it out for 18, and I'm really glad I did because I love the coverage on it. It's really nice. But yeah, that's Fairy Tale Village. So I'm thinking, my friend Hannah, hi Hannah, told me about this 25/7 challenge, where you stitch either 25 stitches or for 25 minutes each day on a certain project. And I am thinking of doing it with this, but I've not entirely decided to commit yet, but I think I probably will. Because if Hannah's doing it, then I probably will as well. Let's face it, Hannah is a really bad enabler. Yeah. But I love her. She's so sweet. Right, next on the list is the Made to Create Sal by Caterpillar Cross Stitch in a very hairy, so much to love bag. So it's got cats on it and lots of cat's hair as well, because most things in this house are covered in cat hair. Right, Made to Create. Now, when I showed it last month, I hadn't started. What month was it last month? April. So it was end of March. I hadn't actually started on Marches, but I have now done Marches, and I'm halfway through April, I'd probably say. So this is where we are now. Sorry for all the wrinkles. So last month was the R and the big tape measure, so there was a lot of stitching involved. So we've got like a skein of thread, and there's an embroidery hoop, that is a quilt block, and a paintbrush, and of course the big tape measure. And then this month is the C, and that's going to be a paint palette. And then there's a telephone call. Excuse me. Right, sorry about that. It's about 25 minutes later now. And the camera position will have changed because the battery was going, so I've had to plug it in, and to plug it in I've had to move the camera a bit. Anyway, we have a fresh cup of tea, which I'm going to try not to spill all over the floor like almost happened. So let's get back to it. Right, Made to Create is what I was showing you. So yeah, I was going to say, like this is a paint palette, and it's going to have a pincushion and a bobbin up here, because that blue like thread coming from the bobbin. So this is stitched on 32 count Opal Murano by Chromatic Alchemy, and the colourway is Rubescent. Got it that time. So yeah, this, I can say it because I'm pretty sure she doesn't watch my channel. I'm going to make this for my sister-in-law, who is very multi-craftual. She's one of these that she's just brilliant at whatever craft she turns her hand to, and it's so annoying. But I'm going to make that into a cushion, and I'm going to give it to her at Christmas, because she makes handmade gifts herself, I know that she'll appreciate that, because you know, as those of us who know, we put so much time and effort into it, you want to know that it's going to be my words out now. It's going to be going to somebody who's going to appreciate it. So yeah, so that's that one. Next is Temperature Garden, the 2021 edition. Yeah, it's been cold. Let's just say, if I got last year's out and compared the colours, there'd be a big difference, because last spring we had a really warm spring, but just look at this. It's all blues and greens. There's hardly been, I mean, like this is like the beginning of May, which is blues at night, greens during the day. and which isn't much different to, you know, to the rest of the year. We've had the odd milder patch, but it's been cold. It's been very dry as well up until the last few days. Like all of April, I don't think we saw any rain at all. I've had to go out with the hose pipe a couple of times watering in my new plants. Yeah, and then the last few days it's sort of been 4 seasons in one day. You know, the sun's strong, so if you go and stand in the sun it's warm, but we've had hail, some parts have had snow. It's been mad. But yeah, I'm still keeping on track with this and I'm still loving it, and I probably will be doing it again next year for the 3rd time. So like I said, this is Temperature Garden by Stitchy Mummy, and it is stitched on 28 count Opal Brittany by Jodrey Designs, and the colourway is Cairns Wing Butterfly. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that. I try my best to stitch it every day. I've had to catch up a bit this morning because for some reason, even though I've been stitching the last few days, it just seems to have slipped my mind. So I had a bit of catch up to do this morning. But that's that one. And the last one for this month I'm going to show you is a new start. And this one is Death by Cross Stitch, which I've had kitted up for a while now, a good while. Because when it first came out, I was like, didn't do anything for me. Then I saw a few people stitching me and I thought, oh, that looks like fun to stitch. And then it was 2 floss tubers in particular, Pam from Pam's Crafty Corner and Andrea from Andrea's Cautionary Tales. And seeing those 2 stitching it, I'll link their videos down below by the way, but seeing them 2 stitching it, I was thinking, I've got to do this. So I kitted it up a while ago, but it still stayed, you know, under the bed, not touched. And then my friend Andrea, who I mentioned before, she decided that she was going to start it. So I was like, this is a good opportunity. So I said, oh, you know, we could have a bit of a stitch along together. So we are. So I've not done that much on it yet, I must admit. Not as much, nowhere near as much as Andrea has. She's certainly winning at the moment in the, oh, hang on, let me move that needle minder. On that needle minder. Yep, she's certainly winning, if we can. Not that it's a race or anything, but here we are, so far. So like I said, not much. That's page 1. That is the border of page 1 just there. So going to be big. There's a lot of fabric under here. But yeah, so this is stitched on 32 count Opal Murano by, I've put 32, I'm sure it's 28. I'm sure it's 28, but I've put 32, but it's not, it's 28. It's 28 count Opal Murano Silver Tassels by Jodrey Designs, and I'm doing it 2/2, so it's going to be big. I can't stitch 1/1. I struggle with the 25 count as it is. There is no way I could do it on a 28 count, so I don't mind. I'll have a big project, it's fine. And the thread I'm using is a silk from Silks For You, and the colour is PR30. And isn't it pretty? Oh, and it's the first time I've used Silks For You silk, and oh my gosh, it is lovely. And in fact, I got Hannah onto it because she started with, I think it was a Karen Water Lily, and then discovered, well, hang on, for the amount of Karen Water Lilies I'm going to need. And she had to restart it anyway when her cat knocked a cup of coffee over it, and then a bowl of water, or, yeah. So she's gone for Silks For You as well, so, but this is what the silk looks like. I've just put, that's about 1/3 of the hank I've just put onto there. Isn't it pretty? And it's so nice actually just working with one colour. It's the first time I've ever done something in just one colour, because when we did have that brief warm spell, I went and sat out in the garden, and I'm not having to like go through colours. I could just take that out and just stitch with that. It was brilliant. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far, but it was just, I was struggling with energy levels and trying to pick it up, and because like it's on an 11 by 11 frame, I prefer to work on the 8 by 8s, just because when it's on my Lowry stand, I just find reaching up there quite tiring for my arms. I mean, saying that, the Fairy Tale Village is also an 11 to 11 by 11, and I seem to be managing with that fine, so I don't know. But yeah, but I will definitely be getting back to that. That was a contender for the 25, 25/7 thing. But I think it will be Fairy Tale Villages if I do decide to do it. So that is my whips. I have worked a little bit on the Mill Hill Snowflakes that I'm doing, but I only do that at my mum's, and I get so little done when I'm there. I'm actually up to beading now. I have done all the stitching and the back stitch, but mum tends to come here more often than not, so I don't actually get to, even though she's only 5 minutes up the road, I don't actually get to mum's as much as I should do, really. So yeah, so that is what, oh, no Heaven and Earth designs. I have done teeny tiny bit, but it's not worth showing you. I think if I've done 40 stitches on it, I'd say that's done well. Again, just the energy to do a big design. I think that's why I enjoyed Hello Petals so much, because it was just nice and easy to manage, you know, when I was feeling really tired. Oh, and I spoke to Sally at Caterpillar Cross Stitch, because I think I mentioned in my last video that I thought that the names of them all was like terms of endearment, you know, words that we say in the UK. Well, don't know if you do anywhere else, but especially more to children than anything, you know, well, I don't know, dear is used really with more older people, but like petal, sunshine and pumpkin is used more for younger people. And I was right. She said, yeah, they are all terms of endearment, so there you go. This is future Kerry. Yeah, once again I forgot to show you Mum's whip. Mum started Bliss Fairy by Mirabilia. She's struggling a bit with it because she's got cataracts, and she's working like on a lemon coloured fabric, and some of the colours in it are yellow, and I think when you've got cataracts, yellow is one of the first colours that you begin to struggle with, and she is struggling a bit with it, but however, it's looking beautiful. Top half is finished apart from beading. But I'll insert a picture of that here, and then I'll send you back to, well, past Kerry for me. Bye. Right, now I've had some happy mail this month, 2 lots of happy mail. Can't believe it. It's yeah, it's sort of they put big smiles on my faces. The first one, I'm not going to show you everything that the first person sent, and I forgot to ask their permission. I'm quite sure they wouldn't mind me saying their names, so I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to say them, because I'm quite sure they wouldn't mind. And in fact, I'll have to, because some of the stuff from one person is a giveaway. Anyway, yeah, so my lovely friend Maureen, Cross Stitch Button, sent me a lovely package of gifts, and she said I could take what I wanted, Mum could have some, and anything that I didn't want I could give away. So I have kept a lot. Mum took one thing, and yeah, there are a couple of things in for giveaway, and some things I actually sent to a friend because I knew that she could make good use of them. So I won't show you everything, but this is just a little selection. This is one thing that I kept, and it's like a mini magnifying, you know, just a clip-on one, because I thought when I can finally get to stitch properly in the garden, which is my plan for the summer, if we get a nice summer, I'll be in the garden either with a book or a cross stitch. But I thought that would come in really handy out there. And also if I'm stitching in bed, because I have got a light magnifier, but it would be easier with that. So I kept that. And I'll just show you one other thing that I kept, which was this cross stitch kit called Little Tailor, and it's by a company called Joy Sunday. Hope you can see through the glare. And it's just like little mice doing various sewing type things, which I thought was really cute. And so that's a full kit. It comes with 14 count Ada, which I'd probably switch out for either 28 count or maybe 18. I like 18 count. I think 18 count is my go-to. But yeah, I thought that was really cute. So I kept those, so thank you so much, Maureen. Mum kept a project bag, and like I say, I've kept a few other things. Oh, there was some 14 count Ada, and some of it was a nice, like a mottled, like aged looking Ada. I know I have a Stitchy friend who actually the other care package came from, who I thought would be able to make good use of that, because not only does she like using it herself, but she's teaching her granddaughter to stitch, so that has already gone to good use with her. So the other care package, like I say, came from my friend Alison, and she sent me some lovely things. She also said that I could give away anything I didn't want, but I wanted it all. So, although one of them, I'm a bit like that, one of them might eventually, which is this one actually, might eventually be a giveaway. So she sent me 3 lavender and lace charts, all with the Avera Soie silks with them. This is the one that might be a giveaway at some point, which is Nantucket Rose, which I have seen done, and it is beautiful, but I'm just not sure whether that one's me. But she also put some tea in there, which I haven't used yet because I thought I'd show you. It's like is it a coconut green tea, so I will definitely be trying that. But that was Nantucket Rose, and then this one I love. This one's come with a mint matchmaker green tea. I love matchmakers. This one's Oh Christmas Tree. And I bet that will look gorgeous done. And again, she's put the I can never say that, Avera Soie. I got a B in GCSE French, I should be able to pronounce that. Avera Soie silks. So, that one. And this one, I'm not a green person, but I really do like this one. What's it called? I don't think I've actually seen this one done. It's called Little Wings, but because I love birds as well, and it's got like a birdhouse on it. So I'm not normally a green person, because like she's got a very green dress, and I'm not the kind of person that could ever attempt to do a conversion because I'm just useless at that kind of thing. I wouldn't even like to try, but I really like that. I just really like that one, and that's also got a coconut tea with it, so I can take those out now and use them. And the other thing she sent me is a dimensions kit, and it's called Woodland Glow, and it's a full kit. And what Alison probably doesn't know about me, although I don't know if she's watched my Dimensions Gold video, she might do, is that stick a Christmas tree on it, make it night and put snow in it, and I'm sold. So this was right up my alley, because even my mum said that when she saw it. She was like, oh, that's just like you. And so it's a full kit. It's got everything with it. So yeah, so thank you so much, Alison. It was really, yeah, it was nice, thank you. Purchases, nothing much, because like I said, I'm trying to be good. I've had to chase up my Pulse Stitches fabric that I ordered back in February. I know that there's a lot of problems getting fabric, and in fact most hand dyes in this country aren't even hand dyeing at the moment. They won't take orders because it's just so difficult. So I gave them time. Anyway, they did say that, you know, hopefully within the next couple of weeks I should have it. So there's that. Then, like I said, I signed up. Oh, here's Charlie. It wouldn't be one of my videos without a cat butt in it, would it? So there's Charlie's butt. Yeah, I signed up to the Hello Sunshine Stitch Along. I can't really show you anything because the only clue she's given is that there's going to be a flamingo in it and a toucan, because I got the needle minder. I just signed up to the PDF because I want to use my own hand-dyed fabric. Yes, I do. And yeah, Charlie has an opinion on that as well. But that's the needle minder that goes with it. And she's also brought out this cute little hedgehog needle minder as well. And I had to have that because my mum's favourite animal is a hedgehog. And she's got loads of like hedgehog things, so I also got her one as well. But I wanted one for myself because hedgehogs remind me of mum. So, and the only other purchase I made was the reason why I was remembering to tell you these fabrics, is I bought some of these. Charlie's not making this easy. These three-year project tracker cards, and the idea of these is that you keep them in your project bag, and then like you've got all your details, project name, designer, fabric, any notes, start date, finish date. Then you like highlight the days you've worked on it, so when it's finished you can put down the number of days it's taken you. And these are the 3-year ones. She also does 5-year ones. I went for the 3-year one because I thought even with my Haid, I'm hoping it's going to be finished in 3 years' time. But yeah, she does them as PDF, or I should say her name, S-Ward Designs on Etsy, which I'll link down below. You can buy them as a PDF and print them off yourself, or you can order them on the cardstock. I ordered them simply because I haven't got any cards, so I'd have to print it on paper, and I've not got much printer ink left. And she did, even though they're coming from the US, it was free postage, and they arrived within a couple of weeks, you know, which I was really pleased with. But I think these are going to be, I think they're a really good idea. Because as you'll probably know, I don't tend to do like tracking like with journals and things like that, because I've tried and I'm just useless at it. I cannot keep up with one. The only thing I do have is my little like project board that's in my craft room, which I show you at the end of the year. That, you know, I can see at a glance what I've got ongoing, what's coming up. But yeah, so I thought those were a really good idea. Really reasonably priced, and so especially considering it's free delivery from the US. But yeah, that's it. Plans coming up. Like I said, I'm thinking about the 25/7. I think I'll probably do it, because if Hannah's doing it, I've got to do it, because yeah. And just gonna try, hopefully, and conserve enough energy that I can put more time into my stitching. I say this month, like a week of the month's almost over, isn't it? But yeah, so the only plan I have is there is going to be 2 new starts. One of them is going to be a birth sampler, because my youngest stepsister, Eleanor, is expecting her first baby. I'm just waiting, because she is going to find out what she's having, and I think she's 19 weeks now, so she'll be finding out any time now what she's having, and then I'm going to stitch a sampler for her. The problem is I've got 3 stepsisters, so if I do it for one, I've got to do it for all of them, so I'm probably setting a rod for my own back here, but yeah, I've got to do it, and I think it makes a nice present, and I think she'll appreciate it as well. So that, and then also I've got something exciting coming up with a young UK cross stitch designer, but I'm just keeping that under wraps for now, because yeah, but look out for that. I'll be able to tell you more about it a video at the end of this month, in another 3 weeks or so. But yeah, so those are my plans. So I'm sorry I'm a week late. Giveaway. Got my giveaway. I've got a giveaway. Yeah. This was one of the kits that Maureen Cross Stitch Button sent me. I really like it, but I don't know who I would do it for, so a marriage sampler. Speaking of birth samplers, It's a marriage sampler. Obviously, you don't have to do it for anybody who is getting married. You can do it for yourself. But I thought it was really pretty. I love that dress. Absolutely gorgeous. If you are somebody who's adventurous with changing colours, you know, if you're doing it for yourself or for a friend, you could change the bridesmaid's dress to whatever the bridesmaid colours were. But I thought it was really nice. And it's a full kit. Comes with 14 count Aida. Obviously, you can swap that out. And it comes with all the thread, needle, instructions, everything. So, yeah. So, if you would, I will post it anywhere in the world. Just excuse me a minute, I've got a dry throat. Slurp of tea. I'll post it anywhere in the world. So, if you would like to win this, just leave the word wedding down below. And if you are married, you could tell me a bit about your wedding, colours you had and everything. I'm not married, never have been, probably never will be. Because, yeah, there's only cats in my life. So, but I'd always, obviously, purple. I'd have purple bridesmaids. Yeah, that would be the only thing with me if I did get married. If anybody knows anyone, send them my way. But yeah. Yeah, so just put wedding down below if you'd like to win that. And the closing date will be when I do my next video, which hopefully will be the 31st of May. Oh, Charlie's just jumped off the table. So that is definitely it now. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much to the people who bought me a coffee. The buy me a coffee link is down below because it helps. It helps me. It helps this channel. The money goes towards like being able to post these things internationally, things like that. And I had 2 especially generous contributors last month who I won't name, but I just want to say thank you so much. I did try to reply to your messages on the Buy Me a Coffee page, but I don't know whether it notifies you when I put something up, but I did reply to your messages. Thank you so much. But yeah, that link is down below. So yeah, so that's it. It's my birthday month, so usually I would be buying stuff for myself as a birthday present, but I'm not doing this month. I'm being good. So, and I've got everything I need, haven't I? So I've got a craft room full of projects which are desperate to be stitched. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm not bothered. Another year older, more grey hair, but who cares? So yeah, have a great rest of the month, everybody. And if you're in the UK, stay warm. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, probably stay warm as well. And if you're anywhere else, just enjoy the month. You know, it's things are hopefully getting a bit better. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So thank you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, buying me a coffee, everything. I love being here. I love talking to you all. Bye.